Okay, guys. Lesson 4. So, ang natutunan ko po ng lesson 4 is crimes in a modern world. Yun po yung organized crime. Ang organized crime po is organization developed and devoted primarily to pursuit of profits through illegal means. So, ito po yung offer services katulad po ng mafia, syndicate, Cosa Nostra, and etc. And how organized crime groups works. So, meron po dito tatlo, an enforcer, corruptor, and corruptee. So, ang enforcer po is the one who make arrangement for killing. O, sila po yung gumaganap ng pagpatay o kung sino po yung nag-execute. So, kung sino po yung nag-execute mismo o sila po yung direct. So, yung corruptee naman po is the one who buys, intimidates, threatens, negotiate, and sweet talks. Enter the relationship with the police or public officials. Sila po yung nagbabaya dun sa mga nakakasagabal po sa kanilang plano na hindi po matuloy yung ganun ng bagay. So, ang corruptee naman po is yung tumatanggap naman po ng bayad. And so, di ka po ang corruptor is yung nagbabayad. Ang corruptee po is yung tumatanggap ng bayad. Then, next naman po is yung professional crimes naman po. Ito po yung mga bihasa sa mga crimes. Sa mga may alam po sila, madami po silang alam. And, yun na po. And then, white collar crimes naman po, sila po yung criminal act committed by a person of respectability and high social status. Sila po yung matataas na ano po, sa society po. Respected po. And then, forms of white collar crimes po is corporate crimes, environmental crimes, occupational crimes, yun po. Then, for areas of reform po is ethical reform, enforcement reform, structural reform, political reform. And then, conventional crimes naman po is a group of crimes categorized as violent crimes and property crimes. Yun po. Ang violent crimes po is yung an act or criminal acts which entreated, yung with treat po, are actual physical harm by an offender to a victim. And then, next naman po is, so meron pong violent acts are in a form of interpersonal violence, yun po yung forcible rape, murder, political violence, terrorism po, and then collective violence po, yun po yung riot, mobs, crowds, urban violence, and then next naman po is property crimes. Property crimes po are crimes of economic interest. It includes those crimes that would most commonly be categorized as theft in ordinary language. Yun po yung property crimes po, by property po. So, by property crimes, acts are in form of occasional property crimes, yung mga shoplifting po, pagnanakaw, vandalism, motor vehicle theft, check forgery. So, yung paloloko po sa check. And then, conventional property crimes naman po is burglary. Ito po yung robbery by force po. Fence, and then theft. And then next po is destructive property crimes. Yun po yung arson. Next po is violent crimes. Violent crimes po is meron po dong murder, which is, ang murder nga po is with qualifying circumstances. It is unlawful killing of human being with malice and with the act of violence. And then next po is, meron pong types of murder. So, una po dun is serial murder, mass murder, and spree murder. So, serial murder po, ito po yung an act involving killing of several victims in 3 or more separate po incidents over a week, months, or year. Yung magkakaiba po ang dates, magkakaiba po ang events na nangyari. Pero po, 2 or more po yung crime po. 2 or more po. Excuse me po. And then, next naman po is mass murder. It is the killing of 4 or more victims po. 4 or more victims po in one location. Isa lang pong lugar. One place po, one event. And then, spree murder naman po is killing of 2 or more location with almost no time break between murders. Magkaiba pong lugar pero halos wala pong pahinga. Ganun po yung pagpatay. And then next naman po is homicide and assault. So yun nga po yung homicide, yung unlawful killing of a person without the qualifying circumstances po. So yung murder po is with, and yung homicide naman po is without qualifying circumstances. And yun po, assault. Assault is, it is called unlawful attack to another person to harm or inflict physical injuries. Then, robbery po is, Interpol define it as violent theft. So, robbery po, violent theft daw po ito kasi po, it means by force. Of force po. Yung theft po is without force. Nagnanakaw po ng without any force po. And then, the robbery po is with force. And then, kinds of robbery. Meron pong robbery of person, robbery in open place following sudden attack, robbery in private premises, robbery after preliminary association of short duration between victims and offender, robbery in case of previous association between victims and offender, and yun po. And then, types of robbery po, meron pong professional robbery. So, dito po is parang kinabubuhay na yung pagnanakaw. And then, opportunities po, sila naman po yung mga hindi pa masyadong alam or hindi pa gamay yung mga pagnanakaw. Addict robber naman po is yung nagnanakaw po sila para po masuportahan yung pagdodrugs nila. And then, alcohol robber po, katulad po ng addict robber is, nagnanakaw po sila para po sa pagsuporta sa pag-iinom nila, alcohol. And then, the muggers naman po, sinasabi po, most feared robbers, kasi po, they are semi-professional robbers, called strong-armed robbers. So, sila po yung nagnanakaw po, snatching to the brutalization of victim. So, next naman po is rape. Rape po is defined as carnal knowledge of woman against her will. So, yun po, rape. Alam naman po natin ang rape. Panggagahasa po. And then, categories of rape. Real rape po is aggravated rape involving violence, weapon, and attackers. Yun po yung real rape. And then, simple rape naman po is not false real rape. Such as the victims are viewed as suspicious particulars if the victim did not physically resist. And then next naman po is family violence. Family violence po, meron po yung child abuse and spouse abuse. Child abuse po yung people who cannot defend themselves, usually by parents to a child. Yun po yung anak po. Yung child abuse po, yung anak po yung na-abuse. And then, spouse abuse naman po, yung mag-asawa po, nag-aaway. And then, types of violent offenders, culturally violent offender, criminally violent offender, pathological violent offender, situational violent offender. Then, next naman po is property crimes. Ito naman po is, meron po ditong occasional property crimes, which is, our group of property crimes committed by ordinary property crimes. Kakaunti lang ang alam po dun sa crime na yon. And then, types of auto theft po. Joyriding, auto theft. Ito po yung borrowing automobiles without returning. Hiniram po pero hindi binalik. Then, short-term transportation. Stolen po, ninakaw po pero po inabando na. Then, long-term transportation po is ninakaw tapos ginamit po by use as a permanent means of transportation. Ginamit po. And then, profit motivation auto theft. Ito po yung, iniba po yung sasakyan. Sasakyan. Iniba po yung mga parte-parte. Then, binago po. Then, binenta. Yun po yun. And then, types of vandalism naman po is wanton vandalism. Ito po yung nansisira ng property ng walang dahilan. Then, predatory vandalism. Ito po yung kinukuha yung laman, yung contents po. And then, victim vandalism naman po is acts po ito na ina-express po yung galit. Then, meron po naman conventional property crimes. Ito po yung committed by professional criminals po. Yung, bihasa na po. Bihasa na po sa mga crimes. Then, meron po itong burglary. Ito po yung entry forcible entry in order to commit a felony of theft. Then, defense po is dealers of stolen properties. Then, larceny po or theft. Ito po yung with intent to gain and without the consent or the owner. Then, destructive property crimes naman po. Dito po yung arson. Arson po is unlawful burning. So, arson naman po is unlawful burning of property of another. Yung pong pagsusunog mga bagay na hindi naman po kanila. Yun po. Malicious po or with intention yung pagsunog. And then, types of arson po, meron pong profit, motivation, arson, revenge, and arson. And then, vandalism, arson, excitement, arson, sabotage, arson, rather. And then, next naman po is victimless crimes. Ito po yung mga, sila po yung parang naagrabyado. Parang ganun po. Ito po yung refers to those crimes in which no clear is readily identifiable. So, meron po dito prostitution. Yung alam po natin nyo. Without emotional attacks between partners. Ito po yung sex for hire. Prostitution. Then, next po is pornography. Yung malalaswa pong video. And then, drug abuse po. Hindi po, illegal po ito. Improper illegal drugs po. And then, drug addiction po, yung mga drug addict, ganyan. And then, alcoholism po. Result, kung bakit nagkakaroon ng crime. Pwede din po maging result na kung bakit nagkakaroon ng crime ang alcoholism kapag po lasing. And then, yun po. And then, gambling naman po. It is usually defined as wagering or events which chance largely determine the outcome. Ito po yung pagsusugal, pagpupusta, yun po. Yun po. So, tapos na po. Thank you po!
Hey guys, it's Marwai.
Hi,
Subscribe
Baha.
on my YouTube channel